In this day and age, I adamantly oppose anything that highlights American exceptionalism. I wrote that down after a session today because I was in a session that was sharing these examples of youth, and they were above and beyond amazing youth. They were really, really, really great. And this statement, this commentary that I'm making has nothing to do with the greatness of the youth or the fact that their stories should not be shared. They should. And it's wonderful the things that they're doing. And as educators, we sometimes use these stories of exceptionalism in an attempt to inspire or uplift or encourage our students, and we do the exact opposite. Sometimes when we try to show in front of our students, which really ends up dangling ideas of other people who have done things that are amazing, that are against the odds, that are giant leadership roles, we actually make our students feel really, really small. And this is coming from someone who, what? Say with me. I went to Harvard. And I would be really upset if the only thing that people knew about me was that I went to Harvard. Why? Because we're bigger than that. We're more human than that. So listen, the problem that I had with this presentation was not about sharing these stories of these youth at all. It was actually really cool to see these youth. It's the fact that the stories were packaged as sort of this American dream component. And what I'm very careful about is how we have conversations about what the American dream is, because for many different reasons, but especially when you are trying to inspire folks or uplift folks or empower folks from marginalized communities, we need to make sure that we are showing the reality of people, and we are showing the reality of different situations. And this presentation that we went to, it showed sort of this like bootstrappy, look what I've done sort of method. Look what I'm leading. Look what I'm in charge of. Look at the impact that I'm making. And while those things are really great, obviously, and like every youth that was shared in this story was really awesome, this presentation was packaged in a way that it said, folks are going to share this with their students, and how can this inspire your students to write, to create, to do whatever. And I was a little like, I don't know if my kids will feel inspired, because I could see myself showing things like this and it actually feeling overwhelming. And I want us to be really conscious and careful about those types of messages. This isn't to say we shouldn't make room for exceptionalism and we shouldn't highlight great stories. I want to be really clear about that. But it is to say that sometimes when we share stories, we need to be really conscious of the framing and what we are asking of our students when they need to consume these things.